Hello, you guys. Welcome back, Virgo Virgs. So we're gonna see Virgo. What is or how can you attract more abundance into your life financially? So we have here short term. This position is temporary, so don't be attached to it. No worries. You will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. Great match. You are on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. Don't give up. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy. Success. The path you are on will bring you success and prosperity if you just keep going. Lots of little steps take you a long way. You're on track. So I feel like currently you may not be happy exactly where you are or the stage you are. You've probably been putting in a lot of work, and this person, they look very tired. Um, and they feel as if it's like, when is this ever gonna get to the point that I want it to? When is this gonna, you know, kind of end? When am I gonna, reap the benefits of all this hard work I've been putting in? When am I gonna have that happiness, that spark, that job that I really, really want. And I feel like these cards are emphasizing that keep pushing forward. You are on the right path. You are making the appropriate steps. It's just some things do not get built overnight. What was it? Rome wasn't built in a day, is the saying, right? So we have here, fill your cup up with sacred giggles. So, maybe you need a little bit of some more fun, some more spark into your life. Maybe this thing that you've been dealing with uh, isn't something that's normally exciting, maybe. So maybe you need to have exciting things in something else. Maybe adapt a hobby. Sometimes work can be boring, depending on what you're doing. So have excitement in other ways, or find ways to giggle in what you already know, with and the talents and the job that you currently do. So we have here the spark of hustle. Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be this surge that's going to come in, that's going to help you keep moving forward. It's almost like they're going to possibly show you. It's like you're going to finally have some sort of maybe small win that's going to help push you further and have that momentum to keep going, and understand that you're on this right track. And we have here the creator of fire. Yes, that fiery energy coming through. Maybe you need to surround yourself a little bit more with fire. Fire is very beautiful. I don't know if you've ever had the opportunity to just kind of just sit there and look at a flame. When you get lost into that flame, it is such a beautiful experience just to see, fire is so cool in the sense that, of all the great things that it can do. And at the same time, it also can do some other stuff that is not so great, right? But the beauty of the way that it flows, and it's free and it's light, uh, I love looking at fire. We have here, stop pushing against what is, align with it, and move on. Go more with the flow. Sometimes things do not go as planned, but everything is in divine timing, right? So everything is happening the way that it's supposed to, whether you believe it or not. Find ways to embrace it and be like, you know what? Even though I plan to do XYZ today, it didn't work out, but you know what? That means I have more time to do this. I've had times where I've been like, okay, I'm ready to go and start recording a video, or upload it, and then boom, the internet goes out. And it's like, well, I scheduled this time to upload all these videos, but now I have no internet. And it's like, instead of talking about that, it's like, okay, well, I can't do that. So maybe I can do this. And then, it'll be something else. And before you know it, the internet will be back up. That's just an example. Finding ways to shift and change and really be more flexible, be like water, as Bruce Lee would say. The next card we have here is, remember that it's okay to be happy. Really, it is. And wow, look at that beautiful blue coming through as I was talking about water as well. It's okay to be happy. Oh my, I know that there's times when I could be going through the process of, okay, finishing that goal, the next goal. Okay, I finished that task. Let me do the next one, do the next one. And then you can get so caught up in getting through the whole thing that you stop to appreciate what is happening, that you have succeeded in this, that you have these joyful moments, that it's okay to laugh. You don't have to be so serious. Stop looking outside yourself for answers. You already know them. You are talented. You are an analytical person. You know your gut, your intuition is heightened, okay? You already know everything you need to, Virgo. Trust in yourself. We have here, if you are worried, you don't have the strength to move on. Think of how much strength you are using to hold on, then redirect that energy and enjoy your life. So that's the second time joy is coming out for you. And honestly, there was this, oh, I'm probably going to butcher it, but there was this video that I came across the other day, and they're like, putting all that time into worrying only creates more energy within that. And at the same time, when you're worrying about something, that means that you don't trust that God's going to figure it out. The universe got your back, you know? Because if you knew they had your back, you wouldn't waste any time worrying. So the next card we have here is love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please others is a real act of self love. And oh my Virgos, sorry to be like talking about myself, but I just feel like there's so many examples that are coming through. And I remember when I discovered the power of no. I remember this one year, it was like I think my New Year's resolution where I was like, I'm gonna start saying no. I don't care if I feel like this person's not going to like me or I've upset another person or XYZ. If I feel like saying no, I'm going to say it. And, and there was times when I would say no and I would sit there like, oh no, they really needed me. They really did it. And I would be like, listen, I didn't want to do it. And I said no. And that's okay because I chose myself, you know? And that year, oh my god, it was so crazy and so great. And it was just like these two letters, just I know. It was just so powerful. And it was so great because it was just like I stopped putting myself in these places that I didn't want to. And I stopped doing these things that I didn't want to just to help another person and be that friendly person. And Virgos, we can be so friendly. Oh my God. At times, and we can really put people above ourselves. And I feel like this card is saying it's time for you to really get into that self love and stop saying yes to these things you really want to say no to. Next card you have here is you are safe, you are protected. The worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned. It is safe for you to trust your path. So, just to kind of sum up the reading, there's some sort of short-term situation that you're going through. You've been putting in a lot of work. You've been feeling as if it's not working out, like you want to kind of maybe quit, kind of stop, but the universe is saying keep going forward. You're on the right path. You're just at the brink of that success. Baby steps are as important as these long successes, this long way. You're really on track. Find more ways to have giggles, laughter, joy, excitement. There's going to be some sort of spark and spurge of this hustle mentality. Remember when you're doing that to remember to take some time to give yourself self love. Do not worry about anything because at the end of the day, it will always work out. Think about it. Every single situation that you have ever encountered, hasn't it always worked out? It may have not worked out the way you wanted it to, but it has worked out in the end, has it not? Remember that.